Today's American Story with Bob Dotson is something of a mystery. It begins with a drum beat on a quiet street in Rochester, New York, and you won't believe where it ends.
Something strange is happening over at Dave Hickey's house. He bought a set of drums and disappeared with his brother Bruce and their pals.
I am set up, ready to go, first as usual.
Herb Gross came from North Carolina, 700 miles to join them. Spank Kohler drove over from Pennsylvania. Together, they helped each other find the notes that have been missing from their lives.
I think we always get that part where we kick back down to the G.
They practiced 18 hours, weekend after weekend, for 6 months. Dave's son Colin had never heard them play, but back in the 60s, they had a garage band called the Invictas that had one hit song, The Hump.
How old were you when your dad explained the hump?
10 maybe?
10?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Was that your facts of life speech?
Yeah.
Your dad said, let me just play a little song?
Yeah, that's the birds and the bees right there.
Oh, yeah!
It was also Dave's last walk on the wild side.
I never, ever picked up a drumstick in 25 years.
He was quietly running his printing business the other day when Herb rolled up in a hearse, just like the one the band used to drive.
Ready to rock and roll?
Herb coaxed the boys of the 60s, now pushing 60, to play a few gigs around Rochester for old time's sake.
Well, Dave and I had both had several beers.
They found they still have fans.
I wasn't a groupie as such. I was a admirer.
So are kids young enough to be, well, their kids. Spank Kohler's daughter had no clue she was living with a rock legend.
It's like knowing a different person now.
Spank is the oldest, 63.
I remember 1960 and 1969. Anything in between's a little cloudy.
Bruce Hickey, the youngest, 57.
Not so bad being the baby. Means I got a chance of outliving the rest of them. Avoiding that hearse out there.
Don't count on Herb slowing down. He's still dancing like a scalded duck.
They dream of performing on stages like this, but the Vietnam War tore the band apart. Dave enlisted in the Air Force. Jim joined the Army. And when they came home, their garages were no longer places to play. They held the cars that took them to work. Not anymore.
It's showtime!
Do the hump, do the hump.
This month, their ride to retirement took a detour to a Beach Boys concert, where they are the opening act. The Invictas may now be the oldest successful garage band in the country, but these guys don't look 60. Of course, they remember some mornings they did.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For today, Bob Dotson, NBC News, with an American Story in Rochester, New York.
Yeah! The Invictus!